Welcome back to Everyday Tech Explained. Today we're going to be diving deep into the Amazon Echo Show 21. Is it just like a supersized smart display? Or could it actually revolutionize how we use TVs in the kitchen? Well, we're going to be dissecting a detailed review from Tom's Guide, published December 21st, 2024. Oh, and before I forget, we're at 49 subscribers. Hit that like and subscribe button to help us hit 50. Okay, let's get into it.
It's fascinating how Amazon is constantly pushing the boundaries of what these devices can do. This Echo Show 21, it's their largest and most expensive smart display yet, at $399. And it's clearly aiming to be like a central hub for the kitchen, like smart home control, A&D entertainment all in one.
It's ambitious for sure.
Yeah.
The reviewer actually upgraded from the Echo Show 15. And was surprised about how smooth the transition was. Same mount and power adapter. So for those already in the Amazon ecosystem, it seems like they've made it easy to upgrade. But does the 21 really justify the extra cost?
Well, the 21.5-inch screen, it's definitely a showstopper, even though it has the same 1080p resolution as the 15. The reviewer found that everything from widgets to streaming was just more enjoyable on a bigger display. It's like the difference between looking at a recipe on your phone versus having it blown up on a tablet. Suddenly you can actually see what's going on.
And they raved about the sound quality too. With those dual woofers and tweeters, I can imagine blasting music while cooking dinner would be pretty awesome. But what really caught my eye was how much faster this new model is. A new processor and Wi-Fi 6E apparently led to almost 3 times the download speed.
Yeah, that's a huge leap forward. And it's not just about bragging rights either. Faster speeds means smoother streaming. Quicker responses from Alexa, less time waiting for things to load. It impacts the whole user experience.
The reviewer also highlighted some major camera improvements. The 13MP camera is now centered, makes video calls feel more natural, and it has a wider field of view, which is great for group shots or even using the Show 21 for home monitoring. And get this, there's a digital pan and zoom feature that follows you around the room.
It seems like they're really leaning into the idea of the Echo Show 21 being the heart of your connected kitchen. And the Fire TV integration is a big part of that. It comes with a remote now, so it's even easier to use the Show 21 as a dedicated kitchen TV. The reviewer loved catching up on shows and YouTube videos while making breakfast.
I could see how that would be appealing, but let's be honest, there's no such thing as a perfect gadget. What are some of the downsides the reviewer pointed out?
Well, the elephant in the room is the price. At $399, it's a serious investment. You could definitely buy a separate TV and Echo Dot for less. But finding a 20-inch TV is tricky, and anything larger might be too clunky for a kitchen counter. It really depends on your priorities and budget.
And even with all that extra screen space, the reviewer found the widget selection to be a bit lacking. They actually wished there was more customization available, and even joked about being willing to pay for more widgets.
That's an interesting point. It seems like there's a lot of untapped potential there. I wonder if Amazon will listen to that feedback and expand the widget library in the future.
So, we've got a device that's trying to be both a top-notch smart display and a kitchen TV. What do you think? Does it succeed?
It definitely makes a compelling case. The larger screen, improved sound, faster performance are all significant upgrades over previous models. And the Fire TV integration is a game changer for those who want a dedicated kitchen entertainment hub.
But it's not without its compromises, right? The price is a major hurdle for many, and the limited widget selection might be a deal breaker. For those who crave customization, it seems like the Echo Show 21 is a bit of a trade-off. You gain some incredible features, but you have to be okay with those compromises.
Exactly. It raises some interesting questions about the future of smart home technology. Are we heading towards a world where we have a handful of super devices that try to do it all? Or will specialized devices always have their place?
That's something worth pondering. So for our listeners who are considering whether the Echo Show 21 might be a good fit for their kitchen, what are the key factors they should consider?
Well, I think the first question is, how do they envision using this device? Is it primarily for entertainment, or are the smart home features a bigger draw?
Right. If someone's just looking for a basic kitchen TV, there are probably more affordable options out there. But if they want a device that can control their smart home, make video calls, and GE provide entertainment, all on one large screen, then the Echo Show 21 starts to look pretty attractive.
Absolutely. It's all about understanding your needs and priorities. And it's about recognizing that technology is evolving rapidly. And sometimes it's worth embracing those changes, even if they come with a premium price tag.
So the Echo Show 21 is powerful, ambitious, and definitely not for everyone. but it offers a glimpse into a future where our kitchens become even more connected and integrated with our digital lives. It's something to think about for sure.
I think what's most interesting is how the Echo Show 21 is blurring the lines between traditional TVs and smart displays. It's almost like a hybrid device, offering the best of both worlds.
And it's not just about watching TV anymore, is it? It's about having access to information, entertainment, and control over your home environment all in one place. It's a powerful concept.
It really is. And it'll be interesting to see how this concept evolves in the coming years. Will we all have massive touch screens in our kitchens, managing our lives with a tap or a voice command?
That's a fascinating question. The Echo Show 21 might just be the first step in that direction. But before we get too carried away with futuristic visions, let's bring it back to the here and now. We've talked about the pros and cons, the price tag, and the potential of this device. But what really stood out to you in this review?
Honestly, the fact that the reviewer upgraded from the Show 15 and found the transition so seamless is a big deal. It shows that Amazon is thinking about the user experience, even for those already invested in their ecosystem.
That's a great observation and speaks volumes about their commitment to making these devices easy to integrate into our lives. But for someone who's brand new to this type of device, what do you think is the most compelling feature of the Echo Show 21? I think it has to be the combination of that massive screen and the built-in Fire TV. Imagine being able to watch your favorite cooking shows while you're prepping dinner, or catching up on the news while you're enjoying your morning coffee.
It definitely elevates the concept of a kitchen TV to a whole new level, and with that upgraded sound system, it becomes a truly immersive entertainment experience.
Exactly. It's not just about watching, it's about feeling the music and the sound effects. But it's not just about entertainment, right? The Echo Show 21 can also be a powerful tool for staying connected and managing your smart home.
Absolutely. The improved camera makes video calls so much more natural, and the wider field of view is perfect for group chats. And being able to control your smart home devices with just your voice is incredibly convenient.
It's like having a personal assistant right there in your kitchen, ready to help you with whatever you need. But let's be realistic. There's no such thing as a perfect device. What do you think is the biggest drawback of the Echo Show 21?
Without a doubt, it's the price. $399 is a significant investment, and for some people, it might simply be out of reach.
That's fair. And even if you can afford it, you have to weigh the cost against the value it brings to your life. Is the convenience and functionality of the Echo Show 21 worth the premium price tag? That's a question each potential buyer has to answer for themselves.
And it's a question that might have different answers, depending on individual needs and circumstances. But regardless of the price, I think the Echo Show 21 represents a significant step forward in smart home technology. It's a glimpse into a future where our homes are more connected, more intuitive, and more responsive to our needs.
It's a future where technology seamlessly integrates into our lives, making everyday tasks easier and more enjoyable.
Exactly. And who knows what other innovations are just around the corner.
That's the beauty of technology, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's constantly evolving, constantly surprising us with new possibilities.
Well, this has been our deep dive on the Amazon Echo Show 21. We hope you found it informative and insightful. What are your thoughts on this device? Would you consider adding it to your smart home setup? Let us know in the comments.
And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to Everyday Tech Explained for more deep dives into the world of technology. We'll see you in the next episode.
For me, the most striking thing was how the reviewer actually wished they could do more. With the Echo Show 21, it seems like even with that huge screen, they felt limited by the current widget selection. Imagine if you could fully customize that space. Stock quotes, family calendars, personalized news feeds. The potential is huge.
Yeah, it does make you wonder if Amazon is holding back on purpose. Maybe they're planning to roll out a premium subscription service with more advanced widgets down the line.
That wouldn't surprise me. It's a clever way to add value and generate recurring revenue. But even in its current form, the Echo Show 21 has some impressive features that we haven't even touched on yet. Did you know? It can basically double as a home security camera.
Oh yeah, the reviewer mentioned that. With the wider field of view and that digital pan and zoom, you can see pretty much every corner of your kitchen. And with the Alexa app, you can check the live feed from anywhere, right?
Exactly. It's not meant to replace a full-blown security system, of course, but it's a great added layer of protection. Imagine being able to check in on your pets while you're at work. Or make sure you didn't leave the stove on. It could really offer some peace of mind.
And if you have other Echo devices around the house, you can use the Show 21 to drop in on them and have a video chat. It's almost like having an intercom system, built right into your smart home.
That seamless integration is definitely a big selling point. For the Echo Show 21, fits perfectly into that whole Alexa ecosystem where all your devices work together to make your life easier and more connected.
It's like they're building this whole world where technology fades into the background and just becomes part of the fabric of your home. But let's not get too carried away just yet. We have to address the price again. I mean, $399, it's a hefty sum. Couldn't you just get a regular TV and a separate Echo device for less money?
You certainly could, but I think the key here is convenience and integration. With the Echo Show 21, you're getting a high-quality smart display and a capable kitchen TV all rolled into one, plus you're getting that larger screen, which is something you won't find in many standalone TVs at that size.
It's true, the reviewer specifically mentioned how hard it is to find a 20-inch TV these days.
Yeah.
Most manufacturers have moved on to larger sizes, which might be fine for a living room, but would feel overwhelming in a kitchen.
Exactly. The Echo Show 21 occupies this unique niche. It's big enough to be immersive, but not so big that it dominates the space. It strikes a good balance. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to individual needs and priorities.
So for our listeners who are trying to decide, if the Echo Show 21 is worth the splurge, what are the key questions they should ask themselves?
First, they need to think about how they plan to use the device. Is it primarily for entertainment? Or are the smart home features more appealing? If they already have a perfectly good TV in their kitchen, then the Echo Show 21 might be overkill.
But if they're looking for a device that can do it all, manage their smart home, make video calls, provide entertainment, and maybe even double as a makeshift security camera, then the Echo Show 21 starts to look pretty compelling.
Right, and they need to be honest about their budget. $399 is a significant investment, and it's important to weigh that cost against the value it brings to your life.
And they should definitely consider that limited widget selection. If customization is a top priority, then the Echo Show 21 might not be the best fit right now.
Unless, of course, Amazon decides to expand the widget library in the future, which, knowing them, is entirely possible.
So it sounds like the Echo Show 21 is a bit of a gamble. It has the potential to be an incredibly versatile and powerful device, but there are some trade-offs to consider.
I think that's a fair assessment. It's a premium device with a premium price tag. And it's definitely not for everyone, but for those who are willing to take the plunge, it offers a glimpse into the future of smart home technology. A future where our kitchens become more connected, more intuitive, and more responsive to our needs.
It's a future where technology seamlessly integrates into our lives, making everyday tasks easier and more enjoyable.
It's exciting to think about what innovations might be just around the corner. But for now, let's shift gears and focus on some of the more specific aspects of the Echo Show 21. That stood out to us in the review. For example, the reviewer's experience upgrading from the Show 15 really caught my attention. That seamless transition speaks volumes about Amazon's commitment to creating a cohesive user experience across their ecosystem.
It's a smart move on their part. By making upgrades so simple, they're encouraging people to stay within the Amazon ecosystem. And for a first-time buyer, what do you think is the most compelling feature of the Echo Show 21?
And for a first-time buyer, what do you think is the most compelling feature of the Echo Show 21?
I think it has to be the combination of that massive screen and the built-in Fire TV. Imagine being able to watch your favorite cooking shows while you're prepping dinner or catching up on the news while you're enjoying your morning coffee.
It definitely elevates the concept of a kitchen TV to a whole new level. And with that upgraded sound system, it becomes a truly immersive entertainment experience.
Exactly. It's not just about watching. It's about feeling the music and the sound effects. But it's not just about entertainment, right? The Echo Show 21 can also be a powerful tool for staying connected and managing your smart home.
Absolutely. The improved camera makes video calls so much more natural, and the wider field of view is perfect for group chats. And being able to control your smart home devices with just your voice is incredibly convenient.
It's like having a personal assistant right there in your kitchen, ready to help you with whatever you need. But let's be realistic. There's no such thing as a perfect device. What do you think is the biggest drawback of the Echo Show 21?
Without a doubt, it's the price. $399 is a significant investment, and for some people, it might simply be out of reach.
That's fair. And even if you can afford it, you have to weigh the cost against the value it brings to your life. Is the convenience and functionality of the Echo Show 21 worth the premium price tag? That's a question each potential buyer has to answer for themselves.
And it's a question that might have different answers depending on individual needs and circumstances. But Regardless of the price, I think the Echo Show 21 represents a significant step forward in smart home technology. It's a glimpse into a future where our homes are more connected, more intuitive, and more responsive to our needs.
It's a future where technology seamlessly integrates into our lives, making everyday tasks easier and more enjoyable.
Exactly. And who knows what other innovations are just around the corner.
That's the beauty of technology, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's constantly evolving, constantly surprising us with new possibilities.
Thinking about all this, it really highlights the different ways people approach tech. Some folks are all about early adoption, always chasing the latest and greatest gadgets. Others prefer to wait and see how things shake out before investing.
It's true. There's no right or wrong answer. It depends on your personality, your budget, and how comfortable you are with change.
Exactly. But regardless of where you fall on that spectrum, I think the Echo Show 21 raises some interesting questions about how we interact with technology in our homes. It's not just a screen, it's almost like a window into a more connected and automated world.
And it challenges our assumptions about what certain devices should be. Is it a TV? Is it a smart display? Is it a home security camera? It's kind of all of those things, which can be both exciting and a little overwhelming.
I think that's what makes this deep dive so fascinating. We're not just talking about a single product, we're talking about a shift in how we think about technology and its role in our lives.
Well said. So for our listeners who are still on the fence about the Echo Show 21, what's the one thing you would tell them to consider before making a decision?
I'd say think about your kitchen. Really visualize how this device would fit into that space, both physically and functionally. Would it enhance your daily routines? Would it bring more convenience, more entertainment, more peace of mind? Or would it just be another gadget cluttering up your counter?
That's great advice. It's easy to get caught up in the hype of new technology, but it's important to take a step back and consider how it would actually impact your life.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, technology should serve us, not the other way around.
Well, that brings us to the end of our deep dive into the Amazon Echo Show 21. We've covered a lot of ground, from its impressive specs and innovative features to its potential drawbacks and the broader questions it raises about the future of smart homes. What are your thoughts on this device? Is it something you'd consider adding to your kitchen? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget, we're just shy of 50 subscribers. Hit that like and subscribe button to help us out.
And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Everyday Tech Explained for more insightful discussions about the tech that shapes our lives.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep asking those dumb questions. This has been Everyday Tech Explained.